What it do, y'all? It's your girl T Donay back at it again with female hip hop. Now I have with me
The one and only Reggie D. Royale, aka Teddy Bear Banks, aka your favorite fat girl, favorite friend.
all right. So, Reggie, where are you from?
Born and raised Waco, Texas, man. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Central Texas. Got love for everybody at home.
Okay. What part of Waco?
North Waco, baby, north side.
North Waco. So,
Yes,
how was it growing up in North Waco?
it was educated. You learned a lot of things that were cool to be in other areas, ain't too cool to be in North Waco.
Okay.
Used to tattletale in elementary school when you learned, and
Yes.
you ain't supposed to tattletale on everybody.
Yes.
Got my first bike stole 1 week living in Waco, North Waco,
Jesus
trying
Christ.
to tell. So stop snitching.
All right. So, living in North Waco, what made you like interested in doing music? Like, what was that first?
Man, I could say two of the main factors were my mom, who was a singer growing up in church, and that's where I got the vocal from. But my pops, also being originator of hip hop, I can say from my perspective of Waco rap.
Okay.
Also world record setting DJ. You know what I'm saying? He was the one setting the stage for MCs in Waco in the mid '80s. So,
Okay. So, like, your pops, who is your pops for people that don't know?
Pops goes back DJ rapping Reggie,
Okay.
AKA keep it busy, not dizzy. Word.
Okay.
Let it go. Yeah, he was the guy that actually brought a lot of this field, the hip hop field, into a predominantly country area. Doing public service announcements, rapping, out on the suspension bridge. Ended up having his own TV show later on called Kid Vid. He would also go out and do meet and greets with the students at Parkdale and Midway schools, but also kept himself grounded, DJing all through our parts of town. So,
Okay.
yeah.
So having that legacy, did you kind of feel the pressure when you said, "Yeah, I'm gonna start doing music myself"?
To be truthfully honest, I started doing the hip hop stuff to kind of better the relationship between us.
Okay.
To try and strengthen the bond. I know me and my pops haven't been the best of friends, had the tightest father-son relationship, but to strengthen that, I went about doing the music stuff and trying to build that relationship. People that know me from kindergarten to second grade and church and at home know me as Dan. When my folks split, we went to another school, started going by my first name, Reggie.
Okay.
And people started catching on later on in life. Like my third grade teacher, she saw me as a very charismatic kid, and she was like, "You talk a lot and you act out a lot." And then it was a PTA meeting, and my pops pulled up. And she was like, "Now I get it. You act like your dad. I remember your dad's TV show. So you're rapping Reggie Jr." And it's like, okay. So it's just like, instilled in me that that's who it is. And it's kind of like a second nature to me.
Okay. I feel that. So let's talk about your music career. So what made you realize, okay, I'm about to do this music. I'm about to start singing. I'm about to.
Man, growing up in church, pretty much the normal black musician story. Growing up in church, I always had a microphone in my hand. If I wasn't doing a speech, I was doing a solo. And working with my mom, also hearing all the types of different music. At least one point in my life, all of my immediate family was working in radio. Pops had a morning radio show back in the early 90s. Mom worked with all of the major stations in Central Texas, all just being in the same place for the majority of my life. And then my big brother also worked with 94.5 when they were 104.9 and they had just got off the ground.
Okay.
So I also did a little bit of radio work myself, just working as a morning host for 97.5 for a week. I think I was 18.
Okay.
But it's just like being in that type of zone, and mom bringing home the music that the people didn't come pick up for their prizes and all of that stuff. I'm jamming Britney Spears one day,
Okay.
Garth Brooks the next, you know,
Range.
Ozzy Osbourne the next day. So it's just like the eclectic feel coming from music. Just came from mama working in a radio station with more than one type of genre.
Okay, I feel that. So, what would you call yourself? An R&B artist, a hip hop vocalist? What would you call yourself?
I would call myself a singer-songwriter because it's just like I don't even feel like limiting myself to a genre, because I can spit you a 16 today, go home to write a ballad tonight, and bring back a country song in the morning if you wanted me to, because that's just the kind of vibes that I feel. It depends on what I'm feeling for that day. You might mess around, catch me blaming home on my roots, singing some country stuff, or then backdoor, and then ready or not, I'll give you everything. Or then you hear me just come back door with my old stuff, you know what I'm saying? Say I had to get back in the booth. Boys, I had to kick a few paper in my pockets like I'm lying with Gorilla Glue. Some stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm not going to limit myself to one genre because I love it all. I just have a love for music.
Okay, I feel that. So having that love for music. So let's focus on the music again. You just had another, I want to call it a hit because it's hard. I feel like people sleep on it. Monique shared it.
Yeah.
And I don't want to mess the name up because I hear so much music, but it's for the big girls.
Are you with me? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It's Are You With Me? This is Big Girls Anthem. First of all, I love fluffy ladies. So all the big girls out there, hey, look, I'm solo, no kids, got benefits. Holla at your boy. Only teddy bear that hug you back. But yeah, man, it's called Are You With Me? I ended up making the song. Recorded it down in Temple with my boy C. Walker. Shout out C. Walker. Recorded it down there, brought it back. Just had ideas, just like, you know what, big girls don't get a lot of love out here too much. And I remember Monique killing that dance to the Beyonce Crazy in Love. And I just took like the video, spliced it with my track, and shared it on Instagram. And then got props from Monique on the Instagram share. I'm like, yo, that's what I'm talking about. So actually had it set up to where I was supposed to link up with her in November. Early November, she had a comedy show down in Killeen, and I totaled my truck. So no means of transportation. But just the fact that it was recognized by her, it's a love, man. And also just a major love for big girls throughout the country, for black women, period, man. It's a lot of things that we hear in our music right now that I don't think should be what we validate. Fact. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of things that guys will say, and females will say it themselves too. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have my wife recognized as, oh, that shot that used to jump on stage and sing WAP with the song. When he used to drop in the club, I'm like, I ain't fam, you ain't gotta remember that. Just remember her for her neighbor, who she is. But you know, it's stuff like that, and it's kind of like we should be seeing ourselves as royalty. That's kind of like where my name comes from. Reggie means powerful ruler. Darren is gift, and royal just added at the end is because I see myself as a king. You know, I'm not trying to knock anybody or put anybody out of the way and say I'm ruling over you. But if you don't have a king mindset, how can you expect somebody to see value in you?
Facts, big facts. I like that. So, music-wise, let's go back far back to your first mixtapes. How did the city react to that? Because you started when people were making Waco rapper jokes.
Man, say the officials. When I really started doing it, I know I did a cipher when I came home in 2012. Told A-Ray, props to my bro A-Ray, shout out, major salute. Everybody had already made the first cipher, and I called him. I'm like, bro, are you done recording these? He was like, yeah, man, I'll get you one for your solo. Say, cool. Ended up doing it. Wrapped it in MCC's gym, because at that time, A-Ray and Big Bro were working at MCC. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this. And it was kind of weird because people always knew me for singing. Nobody, like, I would freestyle and joke around in middle school and high school, but nobody saw me as like, okay, he's really serious about this. So they thought I was joking. Came back, did the Cypher Sessionals, and did it again. And then back at PV, was going to school at Prairie View.
Shout out to the alumni.
Yes, ma'am. Shout out to the boys at the Hill, man. You already know.
Yeah.
So I went back to school, and my last semester, there was a PV cipher.
Yeah.
And I think if this thing had turned out in the proper way, I probably would have been took it out by now.
I believe it.
But yeah, PV ciphers would always be kind of like the springboard for the
Yep.
MCs on campus. And I went back, did the PV cipher, and the first words that came out of my mouth was Waco, we on. I wasn't rapping for just me. And that's never been my mindset. You know, I want to see everybody grow.
What year was your PV cipher?
2014, PV cipher 2K14. It's still online.
I remember watching it. I watched everyone from 2012, which was Kirko, to I think 2016. They stopped in 2016. That's when I transferred there. I graduated at 19, and they stopped. And they started back again, but I remember watching it. Yeah.
So they stopped, and I think that night they were gonna show it at the PV Awards. Any PV alum knows about the PV Awards. That's where they show the ciphers. And that night, it was some disrespectful things done between two fraternities. And what happened was they were presented for a frat of the year, and it was being presented by another frat. They called out the wrong fraternity on purpose, and ended up, the guys that won was the fraternity that they were a part of. So when that happened, everybody just got up and left. And they were like, hold on, y'all wait, we still got the PV cipher and more awards to give away. And everybody walked out. It's like, come on, dog.
Yeah.
We set up till 5 in the morning, Saturday, Sunday morning, trying to get this video done and all of this. And we ain't even gonna get a chance to be seen. But my boy Deezy, Don't Like Deezy, shout out to Deezy.
Yeah.
He got the video and uploaded it. So it's still on YouTube as we speak right now. So yeah, PV cipher. And then came home, bumped into the boys from TOG when they were still a crew at Applebee's. I met this young skinny black kid that just didn't talk. He didn't say too much or nothing. And Timo was like, that's Daily right there. He's the producer. He's the one that you're going to have to link with, bro, if you need to record. He make beats. He do this. He do that, the third. And when I chopped it up with him, every other weekend I was at his house. Like Cam Calhoun can vouch, his brother can vouch, and Cam can vouch this. I would be at his T-Lady's house buying beats, recording, whatever. And initially they were going to be on a mixtape. And I just swapped it over to the Hump Day Hustle by the end of the year.
Okay.
So every 2 weeks on a Wednesday, I was dropping a new track because I pretty much had enough stuff in the chamber. I just wanted to pass it around. Ended up featuring with Cam KT, Timo, Roddy G, my boy Trill 9, Cuddy Reed. It's just like that's
legends.
man. So it's just like my heart has always been to do music and not just for it to be me solo. You know, on the first track of the Hump Day Hustle, I did a song called Like Bro, took Black Rob's Whoa.
Okay.
Flipped it to Like Bro, did a complete roll call for all of the people that I wanted to work with at the end. Also the people that I wanted to succeed. And then also saying, if I didn't say your name, charge that shit to my head and not my heart. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to see everybody in it succeed. And that's been my passion since the beginning. Because I want to see the people that I came up with come up. So it's really what it is.
Okay, I feel that. So you've been getting support in the city. Like you really, I like that.
Yeah.
So what do we have next for Reggie D. Royale?
Oh man, next I'm currently working on some more R&B tunes. And I don't have an official name for it just yet. I got some things in the chamber that I want to unload. It just ain't the time for it yet. But it's kind of like, it gets a little fuzzy at times. You would rather build your house on concrete than on quicksand.
Facts.
Is how I think of it, you know. I feel like I got a fan base, but it ain't solid enough to build on just yet.
Okay.
So that's really what I've been working towards, getting out here and networking some more, working with people that are coming in from outside that are wanting to expand Waco for what it is. You know, I don't want to be just bound by city limits.
Facts.
And I make this analogy all the time when I talk to my brothers about music. And when I say brothers, I mean my guys that are out here doing the same thing. Say, I see Waco as kind of like a fishbowl or a big old fish tank sitting on the ledge of a window that's sitting on the side of the water.
Yeah.
So many fish in this fish tank, it just hadn't been cleaned yet, and everybody's still trying to scrap over being who's the top fish in the fish tank. Now realizing if we all pull over to one side and then lean over to the other one, it'll pour out into this whole body of water, and we'll be a whole nother school of fish, like just out there that can network and go for it with anybody. I used to talk to when I would see TLG out all the time. I tell them, I'm like, boy, y'all like the Waco Wu-Tang. Like,
the Waco Griselda.
Man, for real. It's like y'all got so many people in here that have different rapping styles, but all of them are cold. And it's just like, y'all gotta do something, bro. Stupid. I see Terry, CEO minded. Cuddy Reed,
that's like V-Lone and something else. That's they brands. That's how.
And Skunk by Reek is just like, bro, he got this Master P mindset, like bro,
Sean John, something like that,
And it's just like I see so much potential for us here, but it's gonna take more than just one person just trying to knock on this one side of this fish tank.
Yeah.
If we all lean over to this side, we'll get all the dirt and bull crap out the way, and we'll be in another cleaner body of water that we all can swim in and be prosperous.
Can I be devil's advocate? What if all of us ain't gonna lean?
See, now that's the hard part.
Yeah, all of us ain't gonna lean.
Yeah, and that's the portion of it to where people don't get it, or some people will be just still like everybody wants to be the Jordan of the team.
Can't do this. Somebody gotta be Scotty. Somebody gotta be Dennis Rodman.
Right. You know what I'm saying? You'll still lead your own legacy. You can still be a king without being the top dog. Yeah. You know, and it's things like that I see a lot. There's so much doggone potential in this town. When I did the documentary for my pops with Sean, aside from the people that I interviewed, it was only 2 other people that helped me put this documentary together. Sean Griffin was the man behind the camera.
Shout out to Sean.
Yes, sir. King TikTok.
That man about to make the new Waco ATL. Y'all sleep on him.
Yeah, for sure. He was the one with the camera in his hand and helping me edit and splice it up. And then when I went down to Temple, I did the vocal recording and overalls with Seawalker.
Shout out to him.
So it's just like it took me and 2 other people to create a documentary. And it's just like, bro, if we got that much potential to do something that great, and then that film gets selected for a film festival,
it's up.
Bro, it's so much more that we can be doing right now. There's no need for us to be at odds. It's a larger empire that I believe our city can be on as of right now if we all just realize, it's so much more out there. There's no need to fight. What Uncle Pimp say? Uncle Chad say, we fight on breadcrumbs. We trying to get off this crumb, got to get to that bread truck. You know what I'm saying? Get off the crumb shit.
Uncle Chad. But I feel that. Do you see the Waco's elevation now? Because it has been, for what I've known, for me, been 15 years. But I know about 20, 30 years in the making. Are you proud to see the elevation now, though?
Yeah, for sure. It's kind of like the one reason. This is one of the main reasons why I won't just limit myself as being a rapper. Is because rap is like the only genre that has an expiration date. If you get past a certain age, cats are gonna be like, you too old for this. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And that's why I say, like, seeing cats like Tron and Hot Boy West coming out of here and actually getting these deals. Seeing my boys that I did grow up with, like Cam and Timo was just put out some stuff, shouting out Sway for another plug that they want him to come back and freestyle. Yeah. Cam is getting ready to drop Up Echelon. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Highly anticipated Central Texas album. Man. Really a highly anticipated Texas album from what I'm hearing. Yeah.
Right. So it's like seeing when Binky came back for the verses, that was some stuff. It's just like seeing all of the things and seeing more of the people that you wanted to see win. And it's just a valid feeling. It's like, I salute you on that, bro. Yeah. And this is another thing though. When you look at it from the reverse side, some people are taught that the people that are always nice to you, excuse me. So it's kind of like when people from the other side of it, people that'll see you giving props will take it as, oh, he just D-riding and he trying to come up because we coming up. And it's not, it's people that are out there like that.
Yeah.
But me being raised majority by my mom, I'm a compassionate person, bro, so I want to see y'all. I don't want to see any people go without, and that's just like the mindset that I have. But also working in an industry like this, you're going to have to be a concrete person at times.
Yeah.
So you can't let your feelings show. Can't wear your heart on your sleeve or none of that. But it's just like, you got to stay steady with that, you know. Oh, shoot, just saying heart on my sleeve. Shout out to my boy Snake G, too.
Yeah.
For Ashley's story. She wears a heart on her sleeve. Heck yeah. So, but yeah, it's just like, man, it's a wonderful feeling to see, like, all of these people becoming prosperous. And I just want to see us to continue to succeed.
Okay, I feel that. So Waco come up everything great about that. So anything else you working on besides just like making your own music? Are you writing for people? Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Man, say to be truthfully honest, if I could just get a check for ghostwriting, look, y'all wouldn't even see me on the cover of albums no more. Y'all would just see that name, R. Curry, of the songwriter, and I would be fine with that.
R. Curry.
But yeah, I'm actually, you know, in the works with some other guys. Shout out to my little bro, D. Curry.
Okay, that's all about the ass. I said R. Curry, D. Curry.
Yeah,
okay.
Straight up. So shout out to little bro. I call him little bro because he's Darian Curry. I'm Darren Curry. And people was thinking that when he dropped this track, it's like, bro, this new cat out there saying D.
Ain't
Curry.
no new cat. That boy been singing for years.
Yeah. So it's like he don't sound like you, but he got your name. I was trying to figure out if that was you. I'm like, nah. But that's little bro. But he's cold. Shout out to Snake G. Just thinking on some other things that we're working on. Homies up there in OKC. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Doing his thing as of right now. It's a lot of things that I've been working with. Shout out to Parkside D and Kim KT because there's some other stuff that we've been talking about. But, you know, as of right now, I got some things in the works. I'm still waiting. BT, y'all need to quit playing and let us know. That's one thing I got to say. I think before this COVID stuff, you know, my foot was mashing the gas to the floor. January 2020, BT was doing the auditions for the Uptown film. And they were going to do the miniseries just like they did for New Edition and Bobby Brown. Okay. And I went up there. This was one of the things that I felt was like weird as heck. I never met any of these people. People from all over the country are out here to audition for this stuff. And they're so willing to be polite and give you game. I've never done an audition before in my life. But I went up there and auditioned for the role of Heavy D. Ooh. Went up there. You know what I'm saying? I waited in line from like 5 in the morning. Went up there, put on this high yellow tracksuit, had this high ass fade, old school A-Van shades, and a big gold dookie rope. If y'all go check, I Am Robbie Reed. She was a young lady that was doing the casting. She's a guru of casting black movies because her first film was Do the Right Thing. Ooh. She's got Best Man under her belt, so she knows her stuff. But if you go and check her Instagram, I Am Robbie Reed, and you'll search the Uptown video post that she made, you'll see me sitting on the front row, hype as hell. I did my audition, but the crazy part about it was like, this is my first thing. Let me try and see how this is going to go. I took one step on that stage, and it's just like people just start screaming and chanting. I'm like, yo, I don't even know these folks. And they chant, go heavy, go heavy. I'm like, yo, I don't even know these people. And she was like, yo, give me your name, your number, and who you're here to audition for. And I told her I'm Reggie McCurry, Waco, Texas, number 505. I'm here to audition for the Diddly Diddly Dee. And I ended up rapping, what was it, the first verse of Overweight Lover, and then ended up trying to flex my little skills and show that I could sing too. I sang the hook from Big Daddy. And was it, I came to the end of the verse, and you can't get close because I'm the one who wrote the book of romance, so come and take a chance. You don't need a long look, all you need is a glance. If you want to get warm and my arms you belong, you have a problem ever solved. Nothing can go wrong, cause I want your body the way you touch me. Driving in your caddy, I can be your big daddy. So it was dope, you know, and it was just like the vibe of that, and you know, we heard word back. I got the script back in February. Then March came and the country shut down. And then May came and Mr. Andre Harrell, the founder of Uptown passed. So it's just like been on ice since then, and it's like, are y'all gonna do it or not?
They probably still gonna do it. They probably still gonna hit you back. You might have to re-audition, and you better pray that don't happen.
Man, say, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I ain't been trying to lose no weight.
I feel that. Shout out to RP to Heavy D. A lot of people don't know how well he was to the big dudes. Everybody want to give it a Biggie, but I think Heavy D was the original.
He was
big dude. Like,
I'm glad you said that, because it's just like I always feel like I built my stuff off of Pimp C was #1 foundation in my bars, along with Biggie Smalls, because I always loved Notorious because he was like that big flashy big dude. But then when you look back, Heavy D was kind of like the original one that set that flashy big dude stuff up. And if you remember, Puff Daddy was an intern at Uptown.
Yeah.
So he pretty much carbon copied Uptown to create Bad Boy.
And he gave the flashy Coogee sweaters what Heavy D had to Biggie. And Biggie did because he was more street, but Heavy D was more like, you could listen to Heavy D around your mama, baby. Yeah. So that was
so it was like what the carbon copy, you got Heavy D for Big, Faith Evans for Mary J, Jodeci to 112. So it's just pretty much kind of like everything that was at Uptown. It's so much.
Put a more Bad Boy put more like street edge on it. He made it Brooklyn. He made it that sound. So
So it's just like all of that stuff there, man. I'll think into, and it'll be just like random days where I'll be riding around, thinking about what could have been, and not putting it on the back burner, but loving it at the same time. Yeah. So you know, but
delayed, not denied.
Yeah. So it's just thinking on that. And also looking into expanding the documentary beyond just of where we had it set. I ended up having that picked up for the Waco Family and Film Festival. Okay. Yeah, so that was another notch in the belt. My first film directed and produced. Okay. I got selected for a film festival.
That's good.
My first audition, I got selected for a possible role, and we just waiting on the word back. But 2020 kind of delayed a lot of stuff with this COVID thing. But
do you think, and I hate to say this, but I remember TLG 2016 having that run, TLG Mountain, just dropping these hits. 2020 COVID hit. Did that make Waco really sit down and like marinate their talent? Because we couldn't go to Dallas to party. We couldn't run around and do this. Do you think they really just made Waco like, okay, we can't do nothing? Right. Go to the studio.
Yeah, I think it marinated the talents. And I also think it expanded the thought process of so many like in-town entrepreneurs that we got. You know, like the Cuddy Ricks and T. Scotts and Ducey with his barbecue spot and everybody.
Kirby and Doe, shout out to the ladies.
Man, hell yeah, shout out indeed. And it's just like it gave everybody kind of like a well-needed timeout, but it's a little bit past the timeout point. It's like, all right, nap time should be over now. Yeah. Let us get back up and get out to what we need to do, because we've been cooking up so much at home right now. And that's kind of how I feel. It's like I recorded so much stuff right now. If I passed away tomorrow,
you got enough to make your family eat.
4 posthumous albums.
Good. That's crazy though. That's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah. And look, if y'all want to break it down and do me duet albums, look, 7 duet albums if you wanted to. And it's just like the love of music has never died. And it stays in my wallet, stays on my phone, stays in my mind. And it's always going to be that passion there. But I think it's kind of like it put a screeching halt to a lot of good stuff. I know KT was going to be doing some major stuff at, what's the spot in Austin? The music festival that they have in Austin. I can't think of the name of it right now. Everybody from the country come in when they come in and do their stuff. But I know he had a
South by Southwest.
That's it. South by Southwest. I know Cam KT had him a major setup for some stuff like that.
A lot of artists did.
Yeah, and everybody was looking for that year to be so prosperous, but it kind of put a halt on a lot of good stuff. And also at the same time, it just gave us more time to think and cook and create for like what exactly needs to be released.
Also, with and I hate to talk about it with De Niro losing, someone going in there and
that's
taking
where I was
stuff.
getting ready to go next.
I think that was a way for people to say like, we can't sit on music no more. We got to drop it. Like,
right, and that was like one of the most jacked up situations. You know what I'm saying? So many people's stuff, so many people's projects, so much major weight sitting in that one doggone hard drive, and it's just like, dog.
You got to drop it.
Yeah.
Can't be sitting on it.
For real. And it's like, man, that was some real deal petty shit. I remember my boy C. Waco coming down and bringing some more stuff to where we can get it back and cooking up in the studio again, man. It's so much classic stuff that's been made at that Red Room.
Yeah.
I don't even think people know like the strength of that one little building right there. The stuff that people are nodding their head to. The joints that your daddy was nodding his head to, your big brothers was knocking to. Mm-hmm. That man had a lot of stuff come through that room, man. Mm-hmm. And it's just, that's why I say it's like Waco's an untapped gold mine.
Yeah.
They got like two of the gold nuggets that they can see as of right now with West and Tron. Yeah. But y'all keep digging.
Oh, and they are.
Keep on digging, baby, because we got singers, we got rappers,
we got a country singer. Shout out to Big Ike at M Square Riders.
Yeah, man, straight up. But we got pop artists. Mm-hmm. We got people that can write plays. We got screenwriters. We got actors.
Shout out to April Poetry.
Yeah, man. Shout out to her. Shout out to Jazz too, man. Mm-hmm. It's just like a lot of stuff that we got here, and I just don't think that the world has seen it just yet. But when they do get a chance, they just remember us for High Five for right now.
Man, shout out to High Five, shout out RP Tony T.
T, man.
I just asked this question to every single, I asked Ryan this question last week and I was down here for Waco Award. Going to sample Quality Time.
Man, you know what? It's funny that you say that. When I was in school, as a nod to Tony for his birthday, him and my mom share the same birthday. I had a singing group. And the name of our group was As One, and we performed the song Quality Time a cappella, and it's on YouTube now. Y'all search As One Quality Time High Five, and y'all will see me sitting in there. It look like I got a shag, but it's just a head fat on the back. I'm sitting up in there singing with my boys. Shout out to my boy Marco Polo. That's another one you need to get in touch with. His name is Marco Polo. He's doing R&B down in Houston. Big old tall dude.
Q?
No.
Q?
His stage name is Marco Polo.
I know who that is. I went to school with him. He graduated before me. I graduated at 19. Yeah.
So yeah,
I know a lot of them people.
Yeah, big old nasty Q. Yeah, he like
Q. Yeah.
That's
him and Mateo. I think it's Mateo or something. He's a Kappa. Yeah. I know who.
So it was me, Marco, my little cousin Calvin.
Okay.
Nunu and Jay Stu, and we're singing the Quality Time song. So if ever was blessed, if we could ever be blessed by the major record label that's holding that, bro, I'd redo that song in a heartbeat because that was my favorite. I know you're tired of the same old lie. Be saying I have something to do.
That's it. That's the hardest song. To me, that's one of their hardest songs. Like everybody say Kissing Game.
Yeah.
The background of it, like the way they showed, and it's crazy how we talked about gentrification, but the way they showed Elm Street, the water, the skating ring when they had power playing Kappas come and do the and all that. Like that was real live culture that people didn't know black people were.
The original Doris Miller Y.
Yeah.
When they were singing in the windows, man, all the Waco was all through that doggone video.
Yeah.
And that's another ticket too. Pops worked as road manager for them. He was one of the ones that helped them record their first rendition of Kissing Game. He was the one that was helping chop it up with Teddy Riley when they were getting this stuff off the ground.
Oh, that was Teddy Riley.
Yeah, so and what was it? R. Kelly, when he came into town, before all of the hate on him, you know what I'm saying? But this is R. Kelly when he was with Public Announcement. Homie was down the street at the Dewey playing ball with everybody. And then after he got done playing ball and doing the sound check or whatever, he was at our family's apartment, which is the apartments right behind the mall at the time. I can't even think of the name of them. But at that time, he was up there with my pops eating barbecue. You know what I'm saying? R. Kelly, I'm sitting next to R. Kelly as a baby on the couch. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's more in depth than what people think.
So we are like, and I hate to say this, but we like the South's hidden city.
Yeah.
When it comes to this new hip hop, this R&B.
For sure. And it's kind of crazy. I know Tony is like one of the gurus in this town. Like, you don't touch. You can't say nothing negative. You can't say nothing. You can't even try and compare yourself, because anybody in town will be ready to chop you down in a heartbeat.
Yeah. And
that's one thing that, like, I always recognize, but I always had so much love for T because his singing was unique.
His voice tone.
Yeah, and I know that's one dude that my pops were willing to, you know what I'm saying, put an entire hold on his day to do something for. And that's why, like, when I was younger, I would try and emulate his sound when I was singing. And it's like, you know what? You got your own voice. Be you, sing like you. Even if that's who you heard for so long, you can sing with your own voice. And even sometimes I'll hear myself singing like that and be like, you know what? That ain't a bad sound, but you got your own voice. Yeah. So yeah, always gonna be props to Tony and the rest of the High Five crew, Mag Trustin, my boy Pooh, Toriano, my boy Gil, everybody, man. It's always gonna be love for them there, because it's just like, that's what you grew up with. That's what we grew up on. That
was the first ones to really just break out the city. Now they legacy end up having 2 more, and now we got, I'm gonna claim we got about 3 more coming in 2022.
Man,
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Hey, look, if we pull up like a SWAT team, Waco can kick down the door any event and just still have so many people like, oh, all y'all got is rap dudes? No. All y'all got is just southern rap dudes? Hell no. We got dudes that can flow with some of the best on the East Coast. We got dudes that can kill boom bap beats. We got cats that can kill trap beats. We got cats that can kill West Coast style flows. We got
niggas out here that can sing like Johnny. Shout out to D-Red.
Man, straight up, man. When you fall to your fall, back against the fall. That's all, man. Go ahead and let me know when you shoot that video. I'm coming in a white beat. I don't care. You just be in the background, just jigging like a bug. But yeah, man, we got singers. Everything that you can find in entertainment is here. Just hasn't been found. And they hadn't struck the oil yet.
Yeah, they about to. I'm gonna do whatever I can too. But we want to go ahead and shout out your social media so they can follow you.
Yes, ma'am. You can follow me on IG at Reggie D Royal 254. You can follow me on Twitter, Reggie D 254. You can follow me also on my Facebook.
It's cool.
It's Reggie D Royal. Also, it's a new app. Well, it's not. It's not new. But if y'all are iPhone users, download the app Voicey and get on there, man. There's so many producers that'll upload beats, and there's so many different like changes that you can make to your voice on there that you can practically build a song off of there. And that's like when I'm pining for studio time and I can't get to it, that's my second one. So you'll go on there and hear the beats and all those producers and stuff, and you can network through that. So follow me on Voicey, Reggie D 254. 254 me till I'm gone.
That's a bit. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for checking in Female Hip Hop Now. We gone.
Appreciate it.